We're Renee
and Maic Friedrich,
local realtors here in El Dorado Hills.
And this is TGIF. Thank goodness it's Folsom.
And beyond. This is your all-access pass to all the best places to go, things to see, best dining, and all of our favorite hotspots in all the cities surrounding Folsom Lake.
Join us as we check out everything great around the lake that makes living around Folsom Lake one of the best places to be in Northern California. This is TGIF. Hi, welcome back to another episode of TGIF.
Thank goodness it's Folsom
and beyond. Today we're going to feature Friends of Folsom, and this is happening here at the Folsom's Eagle Lodge.
So every week they do a tri-tip Texas style barbecue. So come on in and join us for some lunch.
All right, let's go inside.
Friends of Folsom puts on a barbecue where we gain a sponsor through our for-profit company, Data Driven gets a sponsor for us every week. And our guys at Data Driven volunteer to cook and to prepare the food and to deliver the food and to serve at the bar and the grill and what have you. And we volunteer our Fridays. And so that with the sponsors' help, 100% of the proceeds from our lunch goes to a charity or a need within the community.
Initially, we were doing it for our turkey drive that we do every year. We fundraise to be able to donate turkeys to the Sacramento Food Bank, which in turn diverts them or puts them where they need to go, meaning food pantries, Orangevale, all of the other cities that fall within the Sacramento Food Bank's district.
The lunch sponsor is about $300, which isn't a heavy dollar amount for a company, but what that does is pay for all the groceries that we need to feed somewhere between 60 and 100 lunches on a Friday, and that enables us to have 100% of the proceeds, that $10 plate, be 100% towards the need in the community.
Cool.
That's awesome. Friends of Folsom doesn't have anything, no membership fees, nothing that's not organic. We just like people to come hang out with us and do fun stuff that helps the community. So two of those things that we do is Hangtown, which is the motocross event out of Prairie City, and we are in charge of food and beverages and parking and shuttle service and a bunch of other volunteer activities out there.
Okay.
And then the club turns around and gives us a donation for all of that volunteer help, and we put that money towards our annual turkey drive. Same thing with the golf tournament. We actually pair up with Blessings in a Backpack, which is a local organization here that provides food for kids over the weekends, for kids that might not eat.
Right.
So that golf tournament, again, we have a lot of volunteer force out there. We make most of the people that come here for lunch actually play golf as part of the tournament. Friends of Folsom stands to net about just around $20,000 from all of our volunteers.
Awesome.
Okay, and this is
And
your...
we equate everything to turkeys. So 20,000 turkeys to us is 2,000 families
Correct.
fed.
This is the 10th year, right?
Yes.
As Friends of Folsom being in existence, and so you guys have a massive goal for this year.
So we started off our first year of donating, we donated 100 turkeys. So we're super proud of the fact that last year we were able to feed 6,500 families locally and another 1,000 or so in different states. So we were about 7,500 families that we were able to feed. This year, because it's our 10th year and we don't want to upset our volunteers because they work so hard and probably stress our spouses out as well. But our goal, because it's 10, is to feed 10,000 families. That's the goal.
And you are the biggest donor at the KCRA food drive, right?
Currently.
Yes, we are. Currently. Yeah. Well, actually, I hope we're not. I hope somebody steps up and beats what we do.
That would be delightful.
Currently, we are the
Do we
the
want to
largest
put that
donor.
out as a challenge?
Yeah, I hope it is a
Yeah,
challenge. I hope
absolutely.
somebody that's bigger than us, because if you look around here, we're talking about a few hundred people that just
Right.
work really hard. And there's some company with a few hundred people in their accounting department that should get involved and maybe beat that.
Absolutely. How do we get involved? How can we make a difference? What would you recommend, Sarah?
We have a Facebook group, so we always recommend that everybody joins that. All the way up to we need board members for the Eagles Lodge, and we can always use help with things like our fireworks booth. We've got 4-hour shifts that people can just come sit there and help us sell fireworks, because a percentage of the proceeds from our fireworks sales come to the lodge, and then the rest of it will go to turkeys also.
I know that, you know, a lot of the proceeds are going to go towards turkeys, but for today, for example, we've got Julie's Purse Project that's the sponsor. So talk a little bit about if there is another nonprofit here locally, if they wanted to sponsor the lunch.
So far, we haven't had a lot of lunches that have gone to turkeys because a lot of times the cool thing about the sponsorship is we'll have a sponsor step up and say, this is my favorite nonprofit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sponsor lunch, but I want the proceeds to go to X nonprofit. So today's lunch is for Julie's Purse Project. This is another option that's kind of cool. She's the nonprofit or the organization. She stepped up and sponsored the lunch, and then she's getting the proceeds from the lunch. So it's kind of an investment. But Julie's Purse Project is a super cool organization that collects purses for victims of sex trafficking and homeless women and women that are escaping domestic abuse.
I'm Julie Nakayama. I'm the founder of Julie's Purse Project. And basically what I do is I collect new and gently used purses sitting in the back of your closet you don't use anymore. I fill them to the brim with tampons and condoms and makeup bags and new makeup and hair ties, shampoo, conditioner, toothbrushes, basically anything you'd want in the purse if you were homeless or starting over with nothing. All the purses get donated to local organizations that assist sex trafficking victims, domestic violence survivors, campfire survivors, and homeless women in the greater Sacramento area. Last purse drive I did, November 1st through 30th, I collected and filled over 2,450 purses.
We really feel strongly that if you're the sponsor, you should be able to choose a nonprofit that it goes to. Now, we've been fortunate that some of the sponsors have said, go ahead and let it go to the turkey drive, but the other ones that have had a need that's close to their heart, that's what this whole thing is about, is what's close to your heart. So we said, hey, if you're willing to sponsor the groceries, we'll triple, quadruple what you spent on sponsorship and the actual donation through the lunch that we do. And a challenge that I have is for business owners to have their staff take a Friday off and be a volunteer here. And I will show you our year-to-date numbers from this year to last year. We haven't lost a step from financially or from a productivity standpoint working 4-day weeks because our staff is super jazzed about coming out and doing something great on a Friday. And it really does permeate in terms of the way they feel and the way we feel as a company and how it's brought us together, helping the community. So I challenge other companies to try that just for a Friday and see what happens.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having us out and for spending some time with us on camera.
Thank you guys for coming out and helping a great cause, and we appreciate what you guys do in the community as a company, and what you're doing here helps a lot of people, and so we're appreciative of that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Same here, you're doing some great work. Thanks, Jen.
Thank you.
Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode of TGIF.
Thank goodness it's Folsom and beyond.
Yes.
And for more information or to contact us, you can reach us at 916-283-7444. And please be sure to like, share, and follow us on social.
And subscribe.
Yes.
There you go.
Till next time.
Take care.
Bye.